oh shit, Akashi was trying to be a nice guy. That's how he came in. But these motherfuckers just won't quit. You know how it is when you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna be a bad guy. That's what they want, that's what they'll get. Anyway, I mean that he didn't give up, even though he's slacking, because the coach, he told him, he says, I see where you're going, and I see that you're not having a lot of competition, and it's being discouraged. He says, getting discouraging. He said, but keep your head in the game. Don't stop, because if you do stop, he says, no. He said, there's a chance that somebody might be able to challenge you one day, and this game might start getting fun again. He said, but if you quit, it's over with. And the guy says, he says, that motherfucker Kuroko got to you, didn't he? He said, yup. He said, yup. Kuroko, that motherfucker. Anyway, that old head coughed, right? And in anime, that's a sure fucking death. The dude's gonna die. I already know it. That in anime, if somebody coughs, he's dead. That's what it means. So the other guy, he had to take over as a coach of the team. Anyway, all the Miracle Men, they started evolving like fucking Pokemon. I mean, like for real. All of them got better. I mean, what's his name? Murasaki Bara, he kept upgrading. He said, you know what? I can't be fucking stopped. You already know, they already was there. He said, I can't be fucking stopped. Midorima, he started shooting extra fucking, like from long distances. Like he was doing 3-pointers. He went up to doing half-court shots at that point in time. Then Kisei, he's constantly evolving. But Kisei's pretty new. But all the other guys, they just was up. So they were basically like Pokemon, and they started getting big heads. And the dude, the previous coach, he said they probably getting too strong for their own good, and then they start getting a little bit too big for the britches, right? And he was actually right. These motherfuckers start getting arrogant. They're like, I can't a motherfucker say nothing to me. I'm good. Like, what's his name? Murasaki Bara, he got a pass, and he had 2 defenders on him. Instead of just passing it and getting an easy point, I think he dunked from the fucking foul line. No run, just dunk. Just straight from the fucking foul line. This shit was crazy. Caused a damn tornado. Brought the fucking rim down, the hoop down, the players down, the fucking court down. Everything. He said, you know what? I don't need to listen to nobody anymore. I'm too fucking good. So, anyway, we cut to Akashi at his house or whatever, and Akashi's dad is a hard ass. He's sort of like Red Foreman from that 70s show. The dude's a hard ass. He said you can't lose at anything. He said you're an Akashi. You got to do every fucking thing right. There's no fucking thing you could do wrong, and if you do, I disown you and all this stuff. The dude's an asshole, basically, and that's who Akashi is. I guess I guess he snapped and went psycho because that's the type of house he was living in. Like, if you fuck up at any given time, you're done. Matter of fact, they let him play basketball, but they said, yo, if you make one fucking mistake with your grades, it's over with. Like, if you get an A, you can't play basketball. And I know what you're saying. Get an A? Why? You should be able to play basketball if you get an A. No. Akashi's got to get A++ every fucking thing. Every test, every assignment, every grade. Now, you can't just get A+ in all your, every class. Every assignment has to be an A+. And if you get a fucking B, you're done with basketball. So that's how it is with his family. And he said, you know what? You see him change a little bit right there. He says, yeah, I got to get on point. I got to win every fucking thing. Anyway, if you look at it, you see his eyes starting to change right then and there a little bit. His eyes were exactly the same before, but after that talk with his dad, you see one eye changes shade a little bit. Anyway, the coach turned Amine into an animal, because the other coach told me, he said, the only thing that fucking matters is winning. Amine left practice and said, fuck it. He said, I'm mad. Motherfuckers can't stop me. This game getting boring. The dude told him, he said, yo, if you don't want to come to practice, don't come. As long as you come to the games and we win, we're good. Even though he didn't want to say that. But he kind of felt like he was being forced to do it. So he's the one who turned Amine into an animal. Amine just like, fuck practice. He said, we talking about practice. Not a game. Practice. Anyway, you know, the game, he goes out there every night and die for. But anyway, Murasaki Bara, he came at Akashi's neck hard. He says, who the fuck are you talking to? Trying to tell me to do something. He said, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. That's what he kept saying. I'm better than you. Like the guy from Chronicle, when he said, I'm stronger than you. You remember the scene when he was fighting his cousin? He was like, I'm stronger than you. I'm stronger than you. And the dude had to just leave. But that's what Murasaki Bara did to Akashi. And he reawakened Akashi's in the killer. Anyway, they're playing and Akashi's getting dealt with. He's getting destroyed bad. But he switches. He said, I'm getting ready to lose. He said, fuck that. He said, Zorn. And that's when he started breaking Murasaki Bara's ankles. And he said, fuck you. He turned into Scarface, beat his ass, and he said, that's it. Now, he reawakened as in the killer. He said, I'm staying in this mode from now on. Anyway, Amine and Murasaki Bara, after the game, Kashi said, fuck it. He said, whoever doesn't want to come to practice, they don't have to. As long as we win the game. He said, that's all that matters now. And anyway, Amine and Murasaki Bara, they're done with practice. These motherfuckers are lazy as fuck. But Kuroko, Midorima, and Kisei are going hard in the fucking paint. If Midorima don't play. He said, I don't give a fuck, but he said, don't come. He said, if he says I have a chance, I have the choice not to come, or if they told me not to come, he said, I'm coming to practice. Like, he wants to get his weight up, period. So he's a boss. Anyway, Kisei's a damn boss, too. Also, Kuroko. Anyway, Kuroko had a little talk with Akashi. Akashi, and Akashi says, you think he said, you keep saying I changed. He said, I didn't change. He said, I've always been psycho. He said, I have split personalities, but I had to bring this out because the team started acting crazy. He found, remember, Murasaki Bara so Murasaki Bara is the one who made Akashi go psycho. But anyway, he says those people, he said our teammates started acting crazy. He said, I gotta go crazy. He said, that's the only way it's gonna work, baby. That we were trying to tell Kuroko. So we pretty much know that's what he's like now. From now on, that's what he's like. Because you see his eyes is changed even now. So I'm guessing he's always stuck in that mode now. But if you watch how he used to play before he went psycho, he was doing all passes. That's what he was a real big team player, you know, and all that type of stuff. But then when everybody else started not being team players, he said, fuck it, and went to psycho mode. I think he had split personality from when he was playing as, from being home, you know, he wanted to be a normal person, but at the same time, he has to be a winner at every fucking thing. So then it split to two different personalities. And Midorima even said, he said, I've seen this person before. He said, this ain't no new shit. I've seen this before. 5 out of 5. Great. Watching Akashi turn psycho, that shit was good. Seeing where he come from, we know how he went psycho. Seeing his family and all that shit, we know what it is. And anyway, I'm getting more respect for Midorima now. Midorima's a G. You know what I'm saying? He said, fuck that, I'm practicing. Now we see where he's at. He just tries to get better at anything, you know. Tries to get better no matter what. Kisei also, and Kuroko also. Amine and Murasaki Bara more so, fuck it, I need a challenge type of guys. Murasaki Bara is pretty much the opposite of Amine. He's unstoppable on defense. Amine is pretty much unstoppable on offense. They both went through pretty much the same exact feel. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that. Peace.